All right, guys, welcome to the latest edition of From the Beach to the Bar. I want to read the title, but I've real scrolled up so I can't see it right now. We're talking about chaos, conflict, and legal delusions in 4K. A little bit of serious stuff, a little bit of silliness, but we'll get through it. All right, Seiji, start us off.
All right, so we got if the damage is minimal, can injury still be real? So, why do insurance companies love the low damage, no injury argument?
Well, I mean, it's a good argument, right? There's a movie, I'm old, like I'm real old, and you guys aren't. There's a movie called Top Secret, and they have this thing where a car like literally backs up at like 0 miles an hour and then hits this car and it explodes. The car was a Pinto, so the reason it exploded was funny because back in the 70s, once again, I'm old, is Pintos had a lot of problems. But the whole point is that even though you have like a little minor bump or a little fender bender, there's a lot of things that factor into it. Say you just had a shoulder surgery and you're holding onto your wheel. Even if somebody bumps you and you like do a little jerk, you could literally tear all those stitches, all those ligaments that are repaired in your shoulder, and that can be serious. Or you could have an undiagnosed injury, be it something in your shoulders, be it something in your wrists, your forearms, whatever. And just the action of that little jolt can really, affect you. It's like a T-Rex. T-Rex can't do push-ups, right, bro?
Oh no.
So, like, if a T-Rex has to do a push-up, it's probably going to break something. I'm just saying.
Why do you think, or I don't know if you know, but what type of injuries don't show up on X-rays or photos?
Well, I got X-rays. You're not going to see ligaments,
Yeah,
right?
X-rays are mostly bones. Photos are going to be any kind of skin abrasions, but
Yeah.
MRIs will show, I guess, more muscle, tendons, ligaments, stuff like that. So if you're exclusively talking about X-rays, that's basically for broken bones.
And Tams, you're the X-ray expert, so give
Fractures, yeah, some fractures don't show up right away on X-rays. It takes time for them to show. So, I mean, if it's not a compound fracture, of course, you're going to see a compound fracture. But if it's just a fracture through the bone, sometimes you can't see it right away.
And explain to the audience what a compound fracture is, Tams.
That's where the bones don't line up. So when you break it and the bone goes opposite.
I thought it was like when the bone breaks through the skin.
Well, a compound fracture will cause that.
And by the way, for the record, if you can't tell, Tams' voice is a little different this week. She's a little sick. She tried to get out of being here, and I told her absolutely not. So I'm a dick. She's here.
I'm here under duress.
So what about then like other type of scans? So it'd be like CT scans, MRIs.
Yes. But if you go to urgent cares might do an X-ray.
Yeah.
Urgent care is not doing an MRI, though.
Yes, absolutely not. But it might show that they're like, oh, there's no fracture. That doesn't necessarily mean there's not a fracture, but it also won't show soft tissue damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why we employ people who are smart.
What is 3? So how documentation, treatment, and testimony play a role? So you want me to say like,
Oh, how do medical records play a role in a low impact accident?
okay, all right. So Ben and Jess,
What's your name?
how do medical records reflect on a case, a personal injury case, on minimal damage case, I guess you could say?
You mean me? You?
It substantiates what we're trying to claim happened, right? You're trying to prove up your injuries, so you get the medical documentations from the doctors, their chiros, the pain management, all your experts to compile the reports to say this is why we're asking for this amount is because these are the damages that our client has sustained.
Yeah, and that's smart. And like riffing off that, I guess one of the reasons it's so important to get you in early. If you wait, there's always complications in terms of if you wait for treatment, there's always complications in terms of negotiating case. But one of the reasons we get you in early is even if it is a minor impact accident, you could have serious consequences. So get people in front of a doctor, get them the imaging that they need, and then have the doctors work up those cases. And you will see that even in a minimal injury case, you can have some serious consequences. And it's our job to make sure that we take care of it.
So Ben, have you had a low damage impact and you got a high settlement?
Yeah, I've had cases where it's like a $500, property damage case, and we've gotten six figures. And I'm not saying like $100,000. I'm saying significant six figures based upon it because you have the medical to back it up. Just because you're bummed doesn't mean you're not seriously injured.
Jess, what is the first thing you look at when a client says they're hurting, but their car barely looks scratched?
Well, just going off of what Ben said, what do the doctors say, right? So there's not a correlation between the amount of damage done to your property and the injuries that you sustained. Like Ben was saying, $500 in damages can turn out to be a six-figure settlement based off of what the doctors find and the treatment that you go through. So there's no real correlation between property damage and the injuries you sustain, and that's why we have good doctors. We have good experts that could testify as to what your injuries are.
All right, all right. That was a good answer, Jess.
I lawyered. Lawyered today.
Do I need insurance to treat?
No.
Or I was in.
No, in fact, most of the providers we work with, they don't take insurance. So, and the reason being is that we understand certain people don't have, especially in today's economy where everything's fucked.
Yeah.
Like certain people don't have the privilege or the luxury of insurance. So we provide the treatment, just to make sure they're taken care of. And just so the record, just because we're talking right now, there's like a cockroach right there. It was on the couch. We moved it, weirded me out. But if y'all are looking and fixated on the cockroach like I am, yeah, I see it. It's there. It's dead. It's cool.
Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
It's fake.
How's the-
Oh,
Yeah.
It just looks like it's squished.
You did sit on it.
I did. Or did I?
No.
Oh.
You saw.
Ben or Jess, you guys can either answer. What would you say to someone listening right now who's being told their pain isn't real?
Dump your boyfriend because he's an asshole?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's telling that person that their pain isn't real, but again, if we have the documentation to back it up with the doctors, the chiros, the pain management team, if we can prove it up, and it's subjective, how are you gonna let someone else tell you that you're not in pain? You know?
Yeah. All right, we can move on to 3. Or do you have another?
What if someone is in pain, but none of their records or evidence reflects that? What do you believe on?
It'll reflect it.
I mean, yeah, short and Tim's is right.
Is that something that like you could work around? Like someone is lying, then if none of their medical documentation reflects that they might be in pain, even though they stated they were.
No, like to be fair, if you tell a doctor this is like not personal injury, this is just life in general. If you tell a doctor you're in pain, they're going to try hard to figure it out. I have seen there's a lot of studies that show there's a lot of sexism in medicine in terms of when women say things, they aren't as believed as much as men. But the people we work with have been trained to understand that, like, when you hear there's pain, at a minimum, you want to figure out, if it's true, if it's verifiable and things like that. You're not accusing your client of being a liar. You're just saying like, okay, I'm not seeing it. So let me dig a little bit further. Let me figure it out. But no, I don't think we've ever had a situation where a client came in and said, I'm in pain, and our doctor's like, yeah, they're full of shit. Because usually there's something to document it. There's imaging that can show it. There's maybe a knot in their back that, after a little bit of physical therapy massage, it goes away. There's usually something that can verify a client's version. There's something that can say like the client's hurt, the client's injured. Let's see it. It's not showing up here. Let's look here. Oh, okay, here it is.
Well, if you tell me you have a headache, how do I?
That means you don't have sex with me.
How do I prove you don't? If your head is in pain, how do I prove that you don't have a headache?
Yeah, he can't prove a negative.
Can't tell somebody that, you're not in pain.
Yeah. Kind of going off of that, that's when I was involved in my accident, they couldn't find, like, I was complaining about my knee because on the side it felt like it was, I don't know, it's hard to explain like how it felt, like it was like pulling in a way, but then the x-rays obviously didn't show anything, so then they sent me for an MRI, and that's when they found I had a tear.
Yeah. And so that's one of the things you see is like, one of the problems is if you use the insurance model, meaning you have medical insurance, you go to your primary and things like that. Like, and I've said this in the past, but it's like the focus isn't necessarily on curing the individual. It's on proving up whatever they need to get their billing approved. And one of the things they want to do, because they're working for the insurance company, not for the client, is they're going to try to minimize it. And one of the things you do in a personal injury situation is you focus on what's the issue. And if the issue doesn't show up here, you do a follow-up, which your insurance company isn't necessarily going to want to do because they don't want to have the expense of the follow-up. But it's important to have the follow-up, like in Sage's case, where an x-ray is not going to show up. There's still, questions of the pain, goes to the MRI. Oh, no shit, she's got a tear. That doesn't happen with insurance companies. It does happen in a situation where personal injury people are truly looking out for the best care for the patient. And that's why it's beneficial.
So, moving on, we have a lot going on in Vegas, as always. I feel like it's a city that never sleeps. But recently, we were on June 24th, we had the wildfire. In regards to that, what if your property, business, or health was affected by the fire? Is that something that we can help with, or what do you suggest to somebody do if they were affected by the fire?
Yeah. Huh? I mean, I guess the short answer to the question is like, it depends. And like being a lawyer, like you guys are probably sick of us saying it depends, but that's all that comes out of our mouth. Like who started the fire? And like, because if some Joe Schmo who has schizophrenia or some mental health disease starts a fire, you're not going to be able to sue that dude because he's got nothing, right?
Yeah.
And so if they start the fire and it goes and, smoke inhalation, things like that, short answer is you're probably not going to be able to recover. In a situation like happened in Los Angeles in Pacific Palisades, if your house burns down, your insurance company is going to take care of that. And so that's how you recover in those situations. But 90% of those fires are started by, some fucking Yahoo who loves matches and not fire protection and starts it up.
So could you sue them?
Yeah, like how much money the crazy giants have. In Northern California, PG&E is the energy company. What they were doing, and it was documented, is they had power lines and they weren't maintaining their power lines. And something happened to where a power line sparked a fire. And I think, started the largest fire in Northern California. People were able to sue PG&E. PG&E technically went bankrupt and they had to pay people out. But unless you have something like a big power company, like who do we pay here?
NB Energy.
Yeah, NB Energy. So if NB Energy doesn't maintain their shit and it leads to a fire, you could sue NB Energy. But if it's Crazy Pants who thinks he's a Wiccan or some form of shaman and like decides to smoke a bowl and the bowl starts fire, you're really not going to recover anything.
So I believe the fire was undetermined on how it started. So people around, if they're renting or employees, can they demand compensation if they had to evacuate or have lost of work because of the fire?
Short answer is no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, unless what's that, the short-term labor insurance or whatever it is?
Aflac.
Yeah, like maybe you can file a claim through there, but that's probably it.
Okay.
So here's a question, though, about the property damage. Homeowners insurance would cover that, but it's not going to cover personal injury
No.
if you're hurt inside your home when it's...
Correct. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you guys want to talk about the ice raids?
Talking about what?
The ice raids?
Yeah, we could talk about ice rates.
All right. So, I don't know if I should say, but
Better girl. We could always edit.
No, I went to, you guys know, I went to the protest, and there was actually a girl next to me. It was a peaceful protest here in Las Vegas, and they just started shooting at us with rubber bullets, and the girl the girl next to me, she actually got shot in the head, the back of the head, and she fell, and she had started to have a seizure, and she had a huge gash in the back of her head, and we called the ambulance, and we were, trying to get her help because it was pretty scary, but she's just running, and she had nothing to. It was due to that,
Does she have any legal claim?
yeah.
Yes. Here is the situation, right? I mean, we're pretty chill here in Las Vegas. By the way, I was proud of you and Bobby
Thank you.
for doing that. I thought it was important. If you believe in something, you do it. The police do have something called qualified immunity. And what qualified immunity means is that if they're doing their job and they're doing it in a certain fashion, they're immune to certain claims because it's in the course of their work. Now, in a situation like this, for this poor girl, I don't think anybody would suggest that the protests in Vegas were violent, right?
Nothing I saw. Right?
Yeah. And so in a situation like that, what is the basis for deciding to use non-lethal force? Were people failing to disperse? Were they provided notice to disperse? Or was this simply a situation where Metro said, fuck it, we're done. Y'all gotta go. So they started shooting rubber bullets. In a situation where there is not a credible threat and they are dispersing the crowd in what I would refer to as a lazy method of using rubber bullets, I think that she has a legitimate claim. The way it works for certain claims, like if you're going to sue a law enforcement agency, you need to file a 1983 action. And what a 1983 action is that's an action in federal court alleging a civil rights violation. And the reason you have to file it there is if you sue Metro in state court, there are certain caps, like on the number of dollars you can get. And so you have to sue them under 1983 and make sure it qualifies under 1983 to avoid the caps and recover what you deserve.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty frustrating moment because I feel like there was no need, because I don't think they even said anything about dispersing. They could have quietly said it, because I heard that that's what they do, and then they're just like, oh, let's have some fun. That's the vibe that I get. But I think there was a fight that happened at the protest because there was an opposing person that was on the other side had his own opinions.
So he was a
Started a
MAGA
fight. Yes. Just got jumped after punching someone. Can there be a claim there, or is that just criminal?
No, that's a civil and criminal. Yeah. I mean, if you're talking about damages, yeah. So the person that got punched can sue the other person for a battery and try to recover, but it's also criminal battery.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on if I hit a dude and nothing happens, it's a misdemeanor. But if I hit a dude and break his nose, it's felony.
So it'd be a misdemeanor for a year.
What happens if you're wrongfully arrested while filming or standing nearby? I think I was kind of nervous because they were just ready. I just feel like they were just trying to take. They actually no. They grabbed this girl. We had a fair distance, and there's videos where we were a fair distance. These cops just went and just grabbed this girl and took her.
Was
It
that
was a
Asian girl or somebody else?
No, it's a different girl. And my friend actually ran over to her and was trying to calm the friends down because the friends started freaking out and was like, let her go, let her go. And they're like, she didn't do anything. Nobody was provoking. I understand if, somebody, with the law enforcement, they're antagonizing them or saying, hurry. I understand then they have to act. But it was nothing like that. Because nobody wanted to break up the protest because it was for a good cause. So in that case, she didn't do anything. So would she sue Metro for wrongfully arresting her? Can she sue for wrongfully arrest?
There is something called malicious prosecution. Okay, and what malicious prosecution is that you've been arrested, you've been charged with a crime. And if you're charged with that crime, you have to fight it. Okay, you have to be found specifically not guilty. You can't settle, they can't dismiss it. None of that shit. You literally have to go to trial and be found not guilty. At the point you're found not guilty, then you can sue the district attorney's office, you can sue Metro, you can sue either the city or the county for malicious prosecution, which is you charged me with a crime that you knew you couldn't prove, and you on some level defamed me, but on another level affected my liberty by arresting me and throwing me in custody.
Yeah.
And so you can sue for malicious prosecution. The problem is from a prosecutor's perspective, from a DA's perspective, they're going to be like, well, fuck, we're going to get screwed on this case, so we'll just dismiss it. And in that situation, if they dismiss the charges, you don't really have a recourse.
So in that case, there's like one video I saw it actually happening. Would she be able to use that video as evidence?
100%. Yeah, it's a real-time recording of something that occurred. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, did you guys see that Australian reporter that was shot by the cop intentionally? I know you guys saw that. That was crazy. So would she sue them for that?
Hell
'Cause
yeah.
that was clearly intentional. Would you think? I mean, unless you guys think otherwise. Oh, like yeah, that's the video.
That poor girl.
What was that? LAPD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was their official comment? Like, I want to know.
Did they even?
Their
check
official comment was no
Like,
comment.
ooh.
That chick took it like a fucking champ, though. Watch,
Which
watch
is-
this. Oh! Walk it off. Walk it off, girl. Walk it off.
Dude, that was. Oh, was it? That's crazy.
Yeah. If I was her, I'd sue the shit out.
Oh yeah. I guarantee there's a lawsuit pending on that one.
Yeah. That poor woman.
Yeah, and she's just a reporter. But what makes that okay for reporters? But say like reporters and like just regular people
But
that are.
and usually in those protests, you have to have some kind of something to show that you're what was it, like a legal observer
Yeah.
or you're a reporter.
Yeah, you have a press pass.
Yeah. So I know her back was turned towards.
And the girl's like frozen it on the point where
Look
she
at the
was
face,
shot.
look at the face,
That
too.
poor woman. Wait, play it again, though. Play it again.
Usually you have some designation that you're
So,
either
yeah,
press
exactly.
or
Like, there's no
legal
doubt
observer.
the chick with the big ass fucking microphone.
Yeah, and a camera like
Yeah.
filming her.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And there's only reporters in
and
that
imagine she because he obviously thought that she wasn't a reporter. No. Even if he did.
This takes
I agree
intentional.
with you.
This is
It's
intentional.
100% intentional. Because watch it.
Watch him look,
Watch it.
turn, and
Yup.
square up
Yeah,
down.
He's the closest fucking dude to her.
Yeah.
There's no.
Everyone next to her were photographers.
Yeah, there's no threatening anybody.
I know,
There was
I
nobody
get it.
running.
That's not an accident.
That motherfucker wanted to shoot somebody and he did.
That's
Yeah,
on
that's
purpose.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
She's not even facing him.
No.
So she's not threatening in any
Yeah,
way.
like what reason do you have? Okay, blue shirt walks in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay, wait for it.
There's
Wait
no one
for
else around
Somebody
us.
else? Is there a credible threat? Not seeing it. Boom.
But here's the thing, like he was watching her and looks away and then turns back and shoots her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude's just a dick.
He's a dick or a really bad shot.
It's an ex-boyfriend.
Either way. Yeah. He's either a dick or a really bad shot.
That's her. I knew that was her.
Yeah, there she is.
So would she sue LAPD or a cop?
No, you see the cop,
You should be top.
LAPD,
Individually, LAPD.
City of LA. Yeah.
I hope she did.
The county.
Oh, I guarantee she did. Like 100% sure.
Yeah, she deserved it.
Especially it's on video like that.
Yeah, that chick was a badass. Like she literally took it late jail.
Yeah, that's. Okay, I'm sorry. Because imagine like all those other ones that weren't documented that they just are doing that too. That's why I'm like, it's kind of hard.
Yep.
But
Yeah. No video out.
so I know I'm not in LA, but I'll kind of go a little bit off topic. There was in Riverside, I believe. Oh, yeah, there you go. And in Riverside, there was a hit and run. This SUV ran over this poor girl. She's probably my age. And
So she's 40? She's 16?
serious.
One way out the other way.
No, she
Got both pieces covered.
what were her injuries? Oh, there you go. She had multiple broken bones, including her skull and punctured lung, and she was in critical condition. Um, and it took them a long time. It took them a few days to find the driver and the passenger that was in the vehicle after there was videos of the license plate of the car.
Wait, let's see those folks again. Let me see those folks again. Oh, yeah. Those look like the type of people who would hit a human being.
And it's so sad.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Once again, that's what sucks is like,
Oh.
oh, all right.
Jeez.
Here's what they're going to claim. I can already tell it. This is the first time I've seen it because I don't pay attention to
They
shit.
felt
Oh, I
in
don't
danger.
care. Yeah.
Oh, and it's really good because, you know, it's always awesome when the chick is really ugly. You know what I mean? When the plaintiff is ugly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody likes that shit. They're going to claim that they were threatened.
Yep.
Look at that smug ass fucking look on the chick's face.
She looks like she has some muscles.
Yeah, and a penis.
Nice.
But like, here's the thing: they are going to claim that they felt in danger, and that's why they ran.
Yep.
So, which, to be fair, from a personal injury standpoint, is great because as the person suing on behalf of that poor woman who was run over, you could say like, they felt threatened, they ran, but they ran me over. You know, because once again, if it was an intentional act, the insurance company could bow out and say, "Deuces, fuck off. It was an intentional act. I'm not paying." But if both of those fucking white trash bag of fuckers want to claim that I was scared and that's why I ran over people, then the insurance company is going to kind of have a problem saying it was an intentional act. They're going to argue self-defense. It's clearly not. And so there's a better road to recovery for that poor woman who was run over.
Yeah. I don't know what the full what they were doing.
The hell is this?
It's a satisfy.
Oddly satisfying. We're putting the Hershey's Kisses in and some
Eggs.
The fuck is Avril doing? I think Avril's on food kick, and she just.
She's hungry.
But this is another one. This was in LA.
Oh, there's your leg.
Yeah, there goes your leg.
Wait, roll that back again. That's the first time I've seen this. Watch. First off, her jeans are already fucked.
Oh, that leg is gone.
Oh, yeah. What was the point of that? Like, why was Howie in the red car, like, trying to run through people?
Is this a protest? What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
protesters in LA.
Oh, I didn't read that. Demonstration downtown.
I don't know about that.
Love the reaction.
I love Billy Madison. And is that the Mista lady from Happy Gilmore or whatever? Where Ben Stiller is the
You noticed the nurse, the head nurse, male nurse guy.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of ice raids going on that we all know. But so when there's a clip out there, I'm sure there's probably many, but there's one where they pinned a car and tried to deport and try to get in custody of deporting the
I feel like you just threw words out.
Yeah, like use your words. It's use the words.
Oh, in case nobody noticed, Sage is very
Wow, he's gonna stop you on. He's gonna call you out on it.
so homegirl finally got her braces for the third time. Yeah, her teeth are fucking straight as shit, so I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if you notice anything different, Sage, you got her braces.
All right. So what happens if someone detained during an ice raid causes a crash or disruption that affects you? So I've seen like where the undocumented person is driving and the ICE vehicles crash into them to pin them down. What kind of claim would they even have a claim in regards to property damage? Like,
I mean, what do you do in this situation, man?
Well, what if the passenger is a U.S. citizen and is injured in that raid?
That still don't matter. Qualified immunity.
Yeah,
But the question becomes, did they have
excessive. Was
a
it excessive?
reasonable expectation or like did they have a legitimate excuse to ram that car, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. Was it excessive? Yeah, like who's in the car? How do you know that the people in the car need to be rammed, right?
Yeah, and why just ramming because they're trying to get away, or
No, they were just driving, and then the cops came.
so they didn't try to peacefully pull them over? They just rammed them.
Like that's in
That's kind of excessive. Yeah.
I wish I had the video. Because
Car.
I would be able to.
Let's get this guy. Just like bumper cars out there.
yeah.
Or, like, did you see there's that other undocumented citizen that, well, I guess he's a citizen. Is he a citizen?
What?
If could I call it undocumented citizen?
If you're undocumented, you're 100% not a citizen.
Yeah.
Okay, so an I don't want to say immigrant, but undocumented immigrant. His son, his sons he had 3 sons, and they were in the military, and they tried to team.
Oh, they deported your dad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
that was
they
fucked
were
up.
they were beating him while in like trying to pin him down, but they were saying like he was trying to attack that with the lawnmower, but it really wasn't. I would be probably doing the same thing as if I see all these masked men trying to come at me and try to attack me. Like I would be trying to defend myself, but
Isn't there the one where a dad was just detained and he put 3 kids?
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Hello, Jeffy. Jeff is very good at listening.
Focus on something else.
my girlfriend's always said I was a really good listener.
But like in that case, even still, he's not a citizen, so could he still sue for
For what?
for injuries?
No,
Yeah.
no. Unfortunately, he's in a position to where they're justified in their actions. Like, but here's the thing: there's like the whole argument about legal versus moral, right? Like legally, they're allowed to support the guy, but morally, this motherfucker just put 3 people into United States, armed, into the military to serve our country. So he is legitimately producing for our country. And they said, "Fuck y'all, you're out." Didn't commit a crime, hasn't done shit. It's just dirty.
I just read an article in Hawaii. This guy self-deported,
Oh yeah, it seems.
49 years in the U.S., got a Purple Heart. I think it was Vietnam. And he's self-deported, so they didn't have to deport him, and he's been here for 49 years.
That's bullshit.
It's crazy, man.
Like, do serve our country. Like,
Yeah.
Purple Heart. Like,
Bought
he got injured in war. Not only fought, he got injured in war. Been here for 49 years.
yeah, and you're up.
That's
Yeah, it's a crazy world we live
like
in right
as
now.
long as you've been alive, man.
That actually is true. That is as long as I've been alive. Tams was 4 when he came to the
Why are you calling people out with their age?
motherfucker. You just did it to
He
me.
likes to throw me
You're
under
a
the bus every time.
He likes to
You're a
deflect.
She
Like when we got carded, he goes, "She's literally older than me." Why? Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
that is a true story.
Just because she carded me, you don't have to throw me under the bus.
I didn't get carded.
My old ass did not get carded.
I didn't get carded.
The Tams did. Yeah, that was fucked up.
So back to
I am sorry.
Thanks.
so going back, can filming ICE or protest put you at legal risk or protect your rights?
Depends on the state. Depends on the state. In this state, you are allowed to record interactions between law enforcement and civilians. Other states have different takes on it. The majority of the states follow the Nevada model of you are allowed to, but yes, you are allowed to videotape your interaction with police. It is not a crime. They fucking hate it.
Yeah.
But most people, most officers in the state are educated enough to know that like it's allowed. There's always going to be your small percentage of assholes who are going to have a problem with it. But I think most officers are good, smart people and will try to comply with, you're on video. I've actually had a number of trials, and it's funny, because it's usually like traffic cops where this shit happens. But traffic cops are dicks because everybody gets a ticket. Sorry, traffic cops. I love you guys. But at the same time, if you ever listen to body cam of a traffic cop, like talking to people, they are literally the most patient motherfuckers you've ever met in your life. They will take so much abuse and just be like, okay, ma'am, sir, whatever it is. I'm sorry that, you know, you're a constitutionalist and you don't think you have to have a driver's license, but you're wrong, and here's your ticket. It is entertaining to see some of the shit they have to go through, but like you definitely feel for some of those guys because of you know what they have to go through. But you are 100% allowed to record your conversations with the police officer.
Given the circumstances that they might not be patient, if they go off and are human, does that change anything?
I'm not understanding the question.
So essentially, like you got a traffic cop who all of a sudden just goes fucking crazy,
Ballistic.
yanks you out of the fucking car.
So is filming that situation gonna be beneficial?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Oh yeah. Yeah.
What about during like a protest?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But like there's like a fine line, right? Like you do have that right to film,
Yeah.
but if you start obstructing or if you're not complying with their directives or orders, if you're stepping out of the, you know, the marked off areas where they designate where you can protest, then
Past barriers.
yeah, then I can see them having a right to arrest you. Now, the amount of force they use is going to be a different story, but you do have the right, and they have the right to enforce the laws that you may be breaking. So there's a gray area right there.
Yeah.
What if they tell you that you can't film?
They're wrong. They're wrong. I mean, you can't if you're
I
so.
think I think there's a lot of them out there that will tell you to stop filming, but you don't have to.
Well, no, here's the thing. You can film, but you can't be impeding their investigation, or they're trying to detain someone and you're right in their face. Yeah, they're gonna get like back off. You can't do that right here. We're conducting an arrest.
But
For your
if you're in
safety.
a situation like this, is the one I think about because this was about shit. It's probably been at least 10 years. There was a situation in Northtown in North Las Vegas where some officers were arresting a dude in front of his house, and somebody was standing on the sidewalk recording. He wasn't impeding their investigation of the dude who was getting arrested in front of his house. And the officers, like, and it was on body cam, which made it so much better. Turned and were like, you can't film, you can't film, you can't film. And they tackled the fucker, threw him on the ground, arrested him, and charged him with obstructing. 100%. I would sue the shit. And like, he got a decent settlement out of it. But I would sue the shit out of the cops in that situation. Yeah. You're not affecting their investigation. You are standing in an area you are allowed to be standing in, and you are doing legally protected activity. And you are videotaping something. Now, the situation Jess is talking about is where you have somebody who's arrested, and maybe mom comes up, you know, within like inches of the cop as he's cuffing her son, and she's like, I got you, motherfucker. In that situation, you've crossed the line. There is like a personal space, you know, situation. And if you cross that line and you're arrested, that's kind of on you. Just know your rights, know where you should be. And it's not about you making it confrontational. It's about you documenting what happens.
Huh. There's probably been a few arrests from ICE where they have detained U.S. citizens. In that case, what, as a U.S. citizen, do you do?
Not even just detained, but deported.
Oh, yeah, deported. I mean,
Fuck, government's gonna owe you some money.
Yeah, you're gonna get paid.
Yeah. Like, I know that
Kidnapped.
homie's trying to end birthright citizenship and all that shit, but at the moment, you are a U.S. citizen.
Didn't they just come out? Supremes came out with a decision today, right?
Yeah, but it was more about the procedural stuff. It wasn't about the actual
I didn't see
ruling.
what
It was
it was.
pretty much saying that they're not allowed to do like national injunctions anymore. It had nothing to do with the actual body of the case. But yeah, in a situation where you were fucking deported and you're a U.S. citizen, yeah, 100%, you're gonna make some money. Like
Is that Anthony? Can you go back to that?
How old is that guy?
Is that like recent? I didn't see this.
so in that case, who do you reach out to? Or who should they reach out to if that happens?
Well, they allowed to if they're.
They don't know where the kid went. Oh, that's bad.
And how old is
This
he?
is not just the first one. There's many.
Oh, I
Does it say an age?
He's 18.
18.
He's over here trying to do sign language.
Yeah.
I saw
mean,
33.
I mean, here's the look on my face isn't because I didn't understand, but you're trying to tell me. It's like I'm trying to think if Bobby were deported, that kid wouldn't know what to do. At 18, who's
He could be a block from his house. He wouldn't know else.
Bobby is Sage's sister and Tam's son.
Brother.
Oh, no, I'm going to stick with sister. Love Bobby to death. He works with us. But he's 18, and every 18-year-old boy is a moron. If you're an 18-year-old boy and you say you're not, proves my point. But yeah, if Bobby was deported, he would have zero fucking clue what to do.
well, and I mean, granted, I wouldn't know what to do either. I wouldn't know where to go. U.S. consulate.
I'm running through it in my head, and I'm like, to be fair, provide proof.
Depends where you go.
U.S. consulate? Like,
No, you start in the States. I mean, obviously,
not if you're deported. Well,
Or are we assuming the guy's already in another country?
yes, it said
And
he
what
was
country?
deported.
But they don't know what country. That's what
They can't find
him.
Yeah, because Bobby could be in Korea or Mexico,
That's true.
right?
Or Alabama.
So, you got to fucking track it down. You're right. I hope Bobby would be smart enough to know a phone number to make a call.
But what I'm saying is that if the 18-year-old boy that gets deported, isn't there a U.S. consulate? Like,
In every country, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I don't
Well,
know.
I mean,
Kid would know.
there's not a consulate in Iran. There's not a consulate in North Korea. He is Korean, making the ascent in North Korea. That really fucked up.
Isn't your family from the north?
No.
No, that's what Bobby
I have a
told me.
stepfather that's from North Korea.
Boom.
Yeah, but he defected.
He defected.
Yeah.
I know there was some connection. Bobby was telling me. He said he's North Korean. That's what he told me.
No, he's not. He's a citizen of South Korea.
Yeah,
That's what he told me.
U.S. citizen.
I bet you $50 he's also a citizen of South Korea. Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't know.
I do. Wow, Anthony just called me or Jess a dickhead. So, why are we dickheads?
As the parent or family member, who should they contact about that?
Oh, always the State Department. Always. In a situation where your kid is deported, you contact the State Department, you provide proof of citizenship, and you start them on the process of figuring it out.
Think about that department and the shit ton of calls they're getting that right now, though.
Oh, they have.
Because everyone's probably saying,
I actually had a case. It was crazy. This was a criminal case where dude is a U.S. citizen. He was, and I guess as a white person, this doesn't happen, but it happens in other cultures. He was born at home, but he can provide proof he was born at home in the States. So they give this proof of home birth citizenship. And the prosecutor, this was on the dude who was like,
how do you prove that? Like pictures?
I don't fucking know, man. I think the priest has to send in documents. It involved,
Let's get a proof sticker.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Baptism?
Was it like a water birth?
Yes. The big pool. But he was definitely, there was a birth certificate in the United States. And the prosecutor was still trying to get this dude deported.
Why? It was just, they said it was invalid or?
Well, they said it was fake. And it was but there's nobody in the federal government who's saying it's fake. Yeah. It was the weirdest thing. So, more often than not, you'd be surprised that U.S. citizens can be deported. And it is a bit of paperwork to get them back, but there is a legal recourse for suing that situation.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Moving on. 4th of July is coming up next week.
America.
We got some clips to react to.
America.
Oh. I don't want to see if I can see blown off fingers.
I hope not.
Was it
Michael Strahan? No. Who's the Giants guy?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Pierre-Paul.
All right, let's.
Oh, this is all smart.
Yeah.
That's a
Is that in a car?
Yes.
Yep. It's a drive-by M80s.
Yes. So
Holy fuck.
I would be so mad.
Lesson number one, roll the window down.
Yeah, that's a start.
Yeah.
Maybe it was super windy.
And it blew back in.
No.
Like a cigarette butt just flying back in.
So
Yeah, in that situation, here's the thing. I have questions. Obviously, the passenger next to him has a claim. The front passenger has a claim. The driver, I don't know if they do have a claim. And the reason being is this, is that there's an argument that the driver knew what was going to occur. As
In the wrist.
so, yeah, like they're participating in the event. I still think that both other passengers can sue the driver.
well, even though the front driver was recording.
Well, even if it was the passenger who was recording.
Yeah, it was a
Oh, okay. So probably then in that situation, the only one who really has a good claim is the back passenger.
Yeah. The back.
But yeah, that was bad. I had a situation once. This is just like me being a dumbass, but I was driving home. My brothers picked me up. I was coming home from college, and my brothers picked me up in the car. And I had a couple of screwdrivers on the airplane. And when I got in the car, I hadn't eaten anything. It was early in the morning, and I don't know what it was. It was the traffic or what, but it was a little rough. So like legit rolled down the window. And my brother's like, "Don't do it! Don't do it!" So I puked out the window. But my brother was driving fast enough to where the puke went out the window, and it came back in the back. And like so, my brother in the backseat got covered in puke. Like, could he sue me? I mean, I don't know. I think maybe he has a claim.
Battery. Yeah.
That.
Oh, but that made me go, oh.
So if the fireworks blow up in your car and you cause a crash, are you still at fault?
Well, say that again, because I'm focusing on the words.
Okay, if fireworks blow up in your car and cause you to crash, are you still at fault?
100% yes.
Do you disagree? If we're talking about the same thing we just saw, I agree.
Yeah. No, even if like you don't know the fireworks are going off, some jackass lights off a black cat in your back seat, and you're like, oh shit, whoop, you're still at fault, right? Because you injured somebody else.
Yeah.
Now, could you sue homie who let the firecracker off in your car? Yeah, but once again, it all boils down to do they have money? Like,
Yeah.
is there money to be had?
All right, let's look at this next one. Neighbor firework exploded in our driveway, hitting our 5-year-old. Second year in a row this has happened.
I'll sue the shit out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's their fucking kid? Are you like? First off, it wouldn't get to a lawsuit because I'd whoop that neighbor's ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not okay. That's fucking terrible.
So this just happened in Hawaii, New Year's this past year.
Oh, yeah?
Someone built like a modified drum. It was a huge, just drum of fireworks, and it went off in the garage, and it killed like 4 people.
No shit.
Yeah, I was like and it destroyed the house. I don't know if you can pull it up, but the damage looked like a war zone. It just happened this past New Year's Eve in Hawaii when I was home. I think 4 people died.
Yeah, 100% you can sue people. The good thing too in a situation like that where they're letting fireworks off in front of their house is you're suing their homeowner's policy, and homeowner's policy is going to be 7 figures. So
It might be down right there, kills 4. They might have someone videotape it. Yeah, right there. It looks like a bomb.
why is there always a white guy in Hawaii? Shouldn't it be like an Asian guy?
I don't think that's Hawaii use. So that's from one house. But the big drum exploded. I don't know if it already exploded, but I hope they show the aftermath.
Because he likes to see dead bodies.
No, they don't show the bodies, but I'm just saying the property damage was it looked like the Israel-Gaza conflict. I know a couple victims.
Always go to Reddit, man. Reddit's uncensored.
So like you said though, would that fall over homeowners, or would that be you're suing them?
Well, you're suing them personally because of where the current homeowner's policy 100% covers. I don't. I haven't seen. I should say. I don't know, but I haven't seen a fireworks exemption. But yeah, that was super bad. And like literally, I would murder that motherfucker if he hit my kid like that.
It's the second year in a row.
This is a Hawaii channel.
I mean, that's a solid fireworks. Like,
Oh, no.
they put on a good show.
Yeah.
But that's like a residential neighborhood.
Yes. And that's the big one. I don't know if they're showing the big one, but they modified this drum that costs like 5-10 grand, and they just.
But like that's like some professional level fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
dropping out of the residence.
The best part is all aerials are illegal in Hawaii,
Oh no shit.
Yeah. and every year it gets better and better.
Yeah.
I just want to see the aftermath.
Is it like a crater or what?
It looks. I swear, it looks like a bombed hospital in Iran.
No shit.
Yeah, it's bad. I can't remember. They said the modified drum was equivalent to some kind of bomb, like a pipe bomb or something.
That next one down. Next one down, Anthony. I think that one. Go there.
Maybe take an aftermath or something. Oh, here it is. Did they show the garage area?
Anthony's fast forwarding through this like he fast forwards through porn.
He's just getting to the money shot.
Holy shit.
You got to see the garage, though. It's just.
Yeah, that guy's definitely from Hawaii.
Like neighbors' windows were blown out.
Jesus
So I
Christ.
think half of that, what's missing is like the garage.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like look at the crack in the pillar.
Like that's all like next door too. Like they're just showing all the broken windows.
Like how pissed are you if you're a neighbor? Like lawsuit aside, like how pissed are you if you're a neighbor?
Like look at that. It's just level.
Fuck. Oh, responsible white guy.
It's the governor.
I want to hear him speaking pigeon.
Nope.
Shoot. All right, what do we got now? Anthony's pulling up a new one.
Fireworks store explodes at the car crash. Oh, nice. Oh, that's like a movie.
Prove it. Let's see it.
The car crashes into a fireworks stand.
I live in smoking. Oh my god.
Oh, that sucks.
So in this, you're working in that store. Are you suing the person that hit the car? Or are you suing the store? You suing everybody?
You sue everybody.
You sue everybody.
Figure it out.
Deep pockets.
Yeah, you sue the fucking management company that owns the place. You sue the owner of the place. You sue the fireworks company.
Oh my
You sue the fucking gas station next to the fireworks company for letting the stage there.
City and county.
Oh, yeah.
Or, yeah.
You sue that fucking random white guy in the corner for
Yep.
being there.
Like sue that guy that drove past that red light
Yep.
looking at you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Everyone.
And you'll get paid.
Wow.
Sue FedEx.
Holy shit. Did they live?
Hopefully.
I mean, that's some shit. That's like Godzilla.
Like smoke inhalation, whatever.
Yeah, like what if you're like, because out here in Vegas with the fireworks stands, I know there's a lot of volunteers. So in a situation like that, a volunteer is going to sue. Yeah, dangerous working conditions. I mean, I would too.
All right. So let me see.
I want to see Say's ask that question.
I'm not asking that question. That's not a question. Can emotional trauma from firework accident be a part of personal injury claim?
Yeah, there's pain and suffering.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely.
But like if you're
In
only
like that case, like I was working in that store and they crashed. Like I would be traumatized for sure. So I can use my traumas.
yes and no. I mean, there has to be some form of damage, they have to be somewhat negligent in their response. But yeah,
Let me see. Kind of want to move on.
but like in a situation like, remember when you first started and me and Sussy and you went to lunch and we were walking to Ford's Fremont Street and that dude was like dying because he was ODing and you're like, yo, dude's dying. And me and Sussy were like, no, it's cool. We'll come back and he'll be fine. Watch. And then we came back and he was dead. Like, hey, felt terrible about that. That was awful. But at the same time, like, who?
No, I think he was already dead. And that's when I said, I was like,
Well, you said he was like, brr, and like,
No,
like
yeah,
shit was
like-
oozing out of his nose, right?
yeah, but I think
I think he was in the process of dying when we came up on him.
I think he was dead already because I didn't see him breathing, and that's why I said he was dead.
Yeah, that was fucking rough. But like in that situation, like who do you sue? Like homies in front of arguably the D, right? But does the D have notice? You know, things like that. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that factor into it.
Okay. That was really fast.
Can we talk about fashionably, like, are guys wearing crop tops? Is that a thing?
Gotta flaunt it, man. That's what I always
Do
say.
you want to kind of skip over 5?
Those five.
Segment 5. Iran.
Skip over 5. What are we skipping over? No, we were going to do that.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
All right. Question. If World War III starts during your shift, do you still have to clock out? Would you let us clock out of work if World War III broke out now?
You guys finished the day. Me and Ben are gonna take off.
Fuck yeah, we're out. USA.
You guys can do all the day.
8 hours anyway.
Yeah, make it work.
Yeah. Peace. Just make sure you lock the front door.
Yeah.
Okay, let's,
Lock the elevator.
Lock the elevator. Yeah.
let's say your ex is drafted and disappears. Can you finally claim abandonment and get the dog?
Well, I'm not gonna answer this one.
I mean, I don't know. Do you want the dog? Like,
Yeah, you love the dog, and they left, and
yeah. No, like,
But who's he leaving the dog with?
first off, it's a she.
Yeah, it's a
not
she.
he.
It's a she.
He, if the ex.
Yeah,
Yeah, she. For us, it's a she. For you, too.
Yeah.
It's he.
It's
Sexist.
he.
No,
I think
clearly
it's
not.
he all around.
No.
No.
Daisy will be with us.
Yep.
Where's Daisy?
Yeah. Oh, where the fuck did Daisy? I feel like Daisy like has just tried to quit in terms of podcasts.
She's gone.
So disappointing.
All right, we'll skip over that one.
No, go back to it. Like, there's a bunch of shit there.
Why I just asked? No.
Yes. No, he's got a bunch of goofy shit. All right, what's the wildest take you've seen online about the Iran situation?
Wildest take. Oh, that one me and Sage were talking about how Trump was mad that no one showed up to his birthday party. So she bombed Iran. That's so funny, man.
I mean, the sad part is in today's day and age, like, you can't discount that.
And knowing that guy,
Yeah.
it might
Like,
be true.
Did you see that shit about where maybe Harvard didn't accept his kids, so that's why he's been hammering Harvard? Like, it's the same shit.
It's wild, but there might be a hint of truth because you never know.
Right.
Oh, yeah. That was the craziest thing I've seen
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, did they, like, disable the nuclear plants? It doesn't look like they did.
Now it doesn't look like they did. Yeah.
Fucking,
I guess obliterated means different.
he took his shot. Like, respect the fact that he took his shot, and like much in life, he failed.
If a missile hits your house, but HOA still sends a violation, who is liable?
The missile.
Yeah. Stark Industries.
Yes.
I would sue Tony Stark.
Stark Industries.
And HOAs suck.
Can you sue a country for emotional damage if their TikTok propaganda gave you a panic attack?
No.
That's, I mean, eh?
Just get a pair tested.
What?
I will say you can use to a country like there was, and once again, I'm old and you're not. I think Jess was 2 when this happened. There was a situation in Scotland. There was a Lockerbie. Scotland. It's not Scottish, it's crap. Scotland. There was, Libya had got some agents into Scotland and they had blown up the Lockerbie plane to the tune of at least 280 people. All of those people's descendants eventually sued Libya and they settled 20, 30 years later for its adult. So in a situation like that, yes, you can sue a government for intentionally killing your relatives. But emotional damage, no. Emotional damage, one of the things is there's two types of emotional distress. There's intentional infliction of emotional distress and negligent infliction of emotional distress. For intentional, they have to show that it was directed towards you, right? Like, I intended for you to be offended. What you would have to sue under that situation is negligent infliction of emotional distress. But one of the requirements in negligent infliction of emotional distress is you have to show a physical symptom that you were affected by this. Not a mental system, but a physical system. And if you can't prove that, you can't win the case.
So kind of going off of that, say I ran into your car, but you survived. Can you write it off to your insurance?
Yeah, make your insurance through the suburb, right?
Make your insurance so. The country Irish insurance company sue Iran. Yeah.
Hey, Geico, I want you to go after Iran.
Hey, they bombed me, so bro, like, pay for my car, babe.
Activized. Oh my gosh. During a missile scare, which app do you check first? Twitter, Threads, TikTok, or Life360?
What do I check, Jess? Say it.
Is gonna do the next door app. Ben is an old white dude. He gets all his info from the next door app.
And not the tiki toss.
Yeah.
Not the tiki toss.
Which app would you check first? I don't know. That's it.
I don't know if you want to say it that bend.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking awesome.
All right. Last one. Regarding business, pressure, and petty lawsuits. Now, Ben and Jess, what's the pettiest reason you ever lost a client or deal?
Pettiest reason you ever lost a client or deal? Pettiest.
I mean, here's the situation I think both Jess and I
Like-
have had. Like, and it's mostly in a criminal situation. We have literally had like serious felonies dismissed. And by serious felonies, I'm talking like attempted murder, kidnapping, like really raping them. Serious shit. And it was dismissed because they couldn't prove their case. But the client, like, I know at least in my situation, I got one started on one of these because the client didn't get their day in court. Their client didn't get to explain why it was all bullshit. And it's hilarious because it's like, dude, I just got your shit dismissed. You're not going to be charged with something that could cause you to spend the rest of your life in prison. But I'm an asshole because they didn't get their day in court.
Yeah.
That has happened.
Yeah. And it should have happened quicker. This case should have been dismissed quicker. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I had that actually in a, sometimes when you have like a catastrophic injury case in PI, like you don't have to wait for the bills. You just know it's so messed up that you're like, hey, my bills are already here. Pay me now. And so like clients occasionally get pissed. They're like, you settled it too quick. And it's like, dude, I just put $2 million in your pocket in 2 months, you know, because you were damaged so badly. They're like, yeah, no, like it should have taken longer. And what do you do with it? I'm sorry. Sorry, you're a millionaire.
My bad? I'll take it back.
Yeah.
We have plenty of those clients. But anyways, what was your fuck it, I'll do it myself moment in business? You're just like, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Probably when I went out on my own. $10,000.
But what caused you to get to that moment?
To do it myself?
Yeah, fuck it, I'll just go on my own.
I don't know. It came to a point, kind of 6 months in for me, where I thought I could just do it myself. I could do it better than where I was working. That was my fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Jez makes this shows. I think he just said $10,000, but he told me $5,000.
Oh, 5,000, sorry.
Yeah. He told me like starting out because he realized I was a prosecutor and Jess went out on his own 2 years before. And he's like, oh, it only takes like $5,000. No, motherfucker. I had spent like $10,000 and I still was like freaking out and like, I don't kill. I didn't let bills. And he's like, oh, it only takes $5,000. No, I'd already doubled it. And I'm still freaking out. Yeah.
I didn't count for inflation for the 2
Yeah,
years.
in 2 years.
Inflation. That's here.
Yeah.
It's still funny.
But my fucking I'll do it myself moment of business is like you reach a point, I think just in life in general, where you do like knowledge wise, you reach a point where you know what you know, right? And you don't need, I always tell young attorneys, because I mentored or trained a lot of younger attorneys, like use government jobs for free training, like become a public defender, become a prosecutor, do things so you get the training, so you get the knowledge. And then once you've gotten that knowledge, then you go out on your own. And you use the knowledge you had to make your money. I had reached a point in my career with prosecution, and it just made sense for me to go out on my own because I don't need people telling me what to do. The state bar loves to tell us what to do, and I'll listen to them. But beyond that, like, fuck yourself. We'll work it out.
Yep. That's
Knock on wood.
that's kind of the same. Yeah.
We've been killing it lately, and it's awesome. But yeah, there's just a point where your knowledge level exceeds the employment, and you got to go out on your own.
What's something you built out of desperation that ended up being key to your brand?
Out of desperation, probably hustle, right? Because when you're first going out on your own, you're trying to hustle, you're trying to get clients in the door. But that in turn kind of gives you the skill set you need to have clients trust you, believe in you, and enjoy your representation because your outcomes speak for themselves. So I think out of desperation, you build this.
I'm about to kill it. The one thing I built out of desperation to build up my brand that was key to my brand is I built up my friendship with Jess Matsuda. Because I have built this company. Jeff Terrence Matsuda. I have built this firm and spent 3 to 4 years, and like you just get fucking overwhelmed. You get overwhelmed by how much work it is. And building up a friendship with somebody who I love and trust and can leave and know that my firm that is now our firm is in perfect hands is this guy. So the one thing I built out of desperation, and wasn't desperation at the time, but by the time I felt I needed somebody, it was building up a Jess Matsuda.
Hands are a little small.
was like-
Wouldn't necessarily seem
needed
perfect.
to-
It's a little small.
You needed Batman, and Batman showed up.
You're fucking Robin, dude. Soda.
We need to do a Batman and Robin segment. For sure.
Jess will love getting in the underwear.
Oh my goodness.
I already got it. I already got it in the closet.
What's one belief about success you've unlearned? So what's something that, you've been told that you need to succeed, but you really don't?
I don't fucking know. Like I don't. Like one belief about success I've unlearned. Like
Like you need to.
I guess
this.
like one thing I've learned is that like this whole process is fair. You know what I mean? Like everybody thinks like everybody has an equal opportunity to reach a level of success. It's bullshit. You get there by knowing people. You get there by knowing certain things and how to work. The idea that everybody has a chance to succeed is bullshit. The idea that if you know the right people, if you put in the work, if you are smart, opportunistic, a hard worker, and not a greedy motherfucker, that's what helps you succeed. Like just doing it on your own, you're gonna be swimming till you drown.
Yeah. It's the relationships you build, right?
100%.
On the criminal side, it's the court staff, the prosecution, the judges.
Yeah.
Because your reputation is going to be with you. And that's what people know you for.
Yeah.
So if you have a good reputation, it goes a long way. So I guess that is something about success that we use, both of us.
Yeah.
It's not always about, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at Zuckerberg, at least the way I take it based on that whole fucking movie, is he didn't succeed because he was a hard worker and he was smart. He succeeded because he bit somebody else's idea and put it on the market before they did.
The Winklevoss twist. It's like Winklevoss?
But that's what happens is take your opportunity and make it work. When you see something, make it work. It's not going to all be based on hard work. It's not going to be all based on you being a good person. It's based on if you see something, take advantage of it.
I agree.
Just do it right so you can live with yourself.
I think we can leave it at that.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, guys. That is the latest edition from the Beach to the Bar. Thank you for hanging out. We'll be with you again. This has been an entertaining day. I think for all of us, but scratchy voice over here.
Scratchy McScratcherson.
But thank you for being here, and you will see us again next month.